Hello, everybody, and welcome to the OBRL TV style broadcast of the Truck Series Wednesday night. Looks like we're getting ready to grid here and getting ready to take the green flag. In the booth tonight, we have Ken Schultz, number 91. Ken, how you doing tonight?
Hey, doing real good, Pete. Welcome to Kentucky.
Yeah, Kentucky's going to be a nice track to race. Anybody give you any info from the drivers? No, we know what kind of fuel run we got tonight.
I don't know how to fuel around, but a couple drivers are saying in practice it was a little slippery. But now it's nighttime now, so I'm hoping the truck tightens up a little bit for those boys.
Yeah, I noticed that their practice was going through some not late afternoon, but early evening and into the evening. So I'm sure that track's changing. Pace car's rolling off a pit lane right now. We have Steve the Mule Thompson, number 67. Has the fastest lap for qualifying, sitting next to Jim Westerfield, number 35. This should be an interesting race with those two up front.
Yeah, we got a lot of good drivers up here. We got 8 guys. We'll let the Grand Poobah talk here quick. All right, that was Grand Poobah, fast qualifier Steve Thompson, giving last-minute directions to the drivers. We have 36 trucks taking time tonight, or excuse me, taking grid tonight. 21 of them took time.
Yeah, we have Dan Berghoff, number 3 in third position, Brian McCubbin in fourth position, Joshua Robinson in fifth, rounding out our top 5 to start our race off tonight.
It is the second to the last race of the season, so the top 8 drivers in points are fighting for the top 4 positions to go into next week's race for the championship in the Truck Series.
Green flag, green flag.
Green flag waves, and we're off, guys. We got Steve Thompson and Jim Westerfield battling it out in front there, side by side. We got a spun out car in the back already, number 28, Robert Garisco. No caution flag, it doesn't appear. It seems like we're still under green flag conditions.
Yeah, it was an accordion. That was an accordion job back there towards the back of one guy slowed down, and then one got in the back of Pop's Keener, and Pop's got into the rear end of somebody else. So bad brakes for a couple of those drivers.
Looks like Chris Scales jumped into the pits real quick. As we were talking, it looks like Steve jumped out to an early lead, number 67, in front of Jim Westerfield. They're in line right now with third Dan Bergeroff. Hopefully these boys settle down a little bit and get ready to race tonight, huh?
Yeah, slow start for a couple of these guys, but they'll get the act straightened out here, and we'll have some good racing here pretty soon. We have 100 laps here tonight at Kentucky, so we're early. So sit down, say hello on if you're joining us on Coco's live Twitch. Go into the chat page and say hi, and we would like to know who's listening to us tonight.
Seems like we still got ourselves a 2x2 bunch here. People are kind of getting settled in, but we're currently on the third lap. I'm expecting this to string out a little bit. We'll have to see how this all irons out. Pops, Keener, Paris, and Mikowski are in the pits right now. I'm assuming that they got caught up in that little mayhem at the start of the race.
Yeah, I know Pops is in there for sure. I'm not sure about the other ones. Also seen that Brian Glass is already disconnected. I have no idea why. It's a bad break for Brian, one of the top runners in OBRL.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I didn't see anything. I don't know where he qualified, if he was in the back there, but definitely looking forward to see what happened to Brian there.
If you see the number 14 truck, it's no longer a Pennzoil yellow. It is now the Red Bull color. So they also got a name change. It's not Raging Cajun Jones. It is Two-Tone Jones now.
Two-Tone Jones sporting a Traxxas sponsorship on that rear tailgate, I noticed as well. But he's still stuck to the yellow fairing on the back. He's still privy to that yellow. We'll have to, I think that's his color.
I think so too. Hey, Pops Keener, Ken up in the tower. You got yours on, buddy?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, Pops, bad luck to begin the night off with. What happened out there, buddy?
The lower line just all of a sudden stopped, and I just didn't have quick enough reaction time. I got into the back of.
How much damage you got, Pops?
Quite a bit, actually.
Gonna hang it out, or you gonna watch us for a while and come back out when you got your damage all fixed then?
Yeah, I'm going to sit here for a while, get my damage taken care of, and I might get back.
Sounds good, Pops. I'm gonna drop you back up to the race channel, and when you get back on the track, good luck to you.
Thank you, guys.
We got a good race shaping up with the 47-15 and number 49.
Pete, I'm gonna bring John Paris on down to the tower and see how he's doing and how much damage he has. So hang on a second, I'll bring John on down also.
Sounds good, Ken. I'd like to hear what happened out there for them. Ed Adams just sitting behind the 49 here, looking at what he's going to do here. He's being very patient tonight.
John Paris, this is Ken up in the tower. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, John, me and Coco up here. What happened there on the start, buddy? Just have a lower line just not take off and get a couple trucks connected to hit the...
You say what happened? I got loose and I started spinning.
Okay. Did anyone make contact with you?
Yeah, there was one car. I don't remember what number it was.
John, how much damage you got on your truck right now?
It says I can go back out right now.
Good luck to you. I'll send you back up to the top. Good luck to you the rest of the race.
Thank you.
So, Ken, yeah, it sounded like he wasn't ready for us there, but that's okay. He gave us the lowdown on it. Sounds like he got a little loose, started to spin out, and, basically just had some issues there, huh?
Yeah, rough start. He is new to the Old Bastards League, and wish him best of luck in future races.
Yeah, he's going to get back out there, though, I'm sure.
Yeah, I believe he's actually left pit road already.
Yeah, it looks like we have a pretty decent race going on out here right now. We got the number 7 and number 89 sitting there. 89's looking to go past number 7 high here. Two-Tone Jones is also looking at making some moves here. He's staying on the back of 23 pretty tight.
Yeah, they got a pretty good gaggle of cars there running right behind Eddie and all that. Strings out about 6-7 cars there.
Yeah, we did lap 13 of 100 laps right now, and these guys are, I'm sure, settling it at this point. We got currently in first place still number 67, number 33 Vernon Mayhem. He's in second place, and Kevin Dillon in third right now.
Yeah, Steve and Vern are two of the drivers out of the 8 that are fighting for the top 4 for tonight. So best of luck to those two. Also running for the top 4 positions will also be number 15, Chris Monroe. Truck number 42, Ed Adams. Truck 35, Jim Westerfield. Truck 53, David Hunt. Truck 11, Tom Ogle. And Truck 23, Josh Robinson.
That rounds out your top 8 for the championship, correct?
That's correct. That'll be all 8 drivers.
Nice. I'll tell you what, they're actually clicking off some laps. Now we got Chris Scales who jumped into the pit lane early. He's a lap down. We got a few guys laps down that are still seeming to go around the track here. Just trying to get some laps and get their IPL down a bit. By what my time tracker's saying, Pop Keener ended up not coming on track. Pat Russia, Mike Reuter, and the Bull Glass have disconnected for the evening, so I'm sure they're packing up the hauler and getting an early start home.
Yeah, they're beating the rush out of the racetrack, that's for sure.
Caution, yellow flag.
Yellow flag is out. I'm not sure why. Gary Corbett's in the pits.
Pace car coming out of 2, guys. Checking it.
Ken, did you see anything on that one?
No, but I'm replaying it right now. I'm wondering what's happening. I did see Gary on lap running 50. Oh, Gary just lost it coming out of 2. Just tapped the inside wall and spun her out and sideways in the racetrack down the middle of the backstretch, burning out her yellow.
You got our leader behind the pace car with Vernon Mayhew right behind, and Jim, or is that Kevin? Kevin Dillon, still in third place going into the pits.
Looks like almost every truck on the lead lap is ducking in, so no one's trying to go out and get that one extra bonus point. It looks like only cars staying out on the racetrack are a lap down, which is a iRacing rule, not just an OBRL rule.
Steve's in his pits. Let's see if he gets out nice and clean.
As you know, most of us have a good discussion with Kevin Rupert, and we talked to him earlier tonight, and he thought caution limit would be about 4 tonight. Pete, I believe you went higher, and I believe I went. Hold on, you went lower, Pete, didn't you? And I went higher.
That is correct. I said the OBRL is going to go lower here. I trust in these OBRL drivers. We have a lot of green flag laps here, so I'm very interested to see what happens here because we've had a rocky start.
Yeah, we're lucky we didn't get a caution on the first lap there. That cars landed off the racetrack, not bringing the caution out. So looks like Wally Turheimer has a connection issue right now, so he's temporarily out of the race, but he might return shortly.
42 is over there scrubbing his tires up. Doesn't really help in iRacing.
Not with this tire build. Maybe the B7, but I don't believe this tire build will do that.
Looks like we got Vernon Mayhew came out ahead of Steve Thompson on that one.
Yeah, Vern must have had a really good pit stop and beat Steve out. I see 2 guys that are going to try to get a wave around to get one of their laps back, so that's good stuff by the 2 drivers in front of Vern.
Yeah, it looks like Vernon Mayhew's pit crew's a little bit faster than Steve's at a 14.2 versus Steve number 67. Steve's pit crew at a 14.4.
Hey, it doesn't take much to beat one guy out of the pit area. They qualified right next to each other, I believe, so it was a good stop for Vern.
It was a very good stop. 2 lap cars seem like they're going to get the wave around here. Or they have to pit. I'm not sure where we're at.
I think they're going to go for the wave around. The lap car is already pitted already, so I think these guys are going to try to get some laps back.
Gary Corbett appears to be on the track only 1 lap down, and by the way the looks of it, he could get that lap back.
Yeah, if he gets a quick caution, gets a lucky dog, he'd be in good shape.
Gary's sitting in the pits for an extended stay.
Got 1 to green, Coco, 1 to green.
Well, I'm sitting here looking at our number 12, Kevin Rupert. Kevin's currently sitting in the 15th position.
Yeah, he had a struggle in qualifying. I'm not sure what happened with Kevin in qualifying, but he's slowly making his way up the leader box there, and I'm thinking by the time we get halfway through, he's going to be in the top 10.
Pace lights are out on the pace car. It looks like Vernon's getting ready to take us to the
Alright, guys,
green
second
flag.
gear, 60 miles an hour pace speed. No on and off the throttle. We're going green.
Seen Vern selected the top
I know,
side,
see
which
them
is
for
an
logo on
option
the
that a
second
leader can do. The leader can opt to go either in the top side or the bottom side, and opted to go to the top side.
Here we come into what, turn 3, getting ready to take the green flag.
Pete, at this time, we still have 26 trucks on the lead lap yet.
It's pretty good out of our 36 car start.
Yeah, for a few of the problems that we had early, it's not too bad to have about 10 cars.
Our leader takes us across the stripe right now, Ken. Number 67 underneath the 33 on the jump start there. Looks like he has a good run off the bottom of that track.
A lot of 2x2 racing towards the middle of the pack. Everyone's running nice and clean yet.
We got a nice little 2x2 start. Looks like we're going 3 wide coming out of 3 there, or 4 there.
Yeah, Tom Ogle and Kevin Eitniear and Josh Robinson battling really hard. They're going 3 wide going into corner 3.
Relatively clean start. Everybody looks to be getting moving unscathed.
I see Gary Corbett still in the pit, so he must have had extension damage after that caution he brought out a couple laps ago.
This battle right behind Liberace with Brian McGovern is heating up, definitely, with the number 7 involved, John Held.
Yeah, you got Chris Monroe in there also. That's also running for the top 8 spot, or top 4, trying to get to the top 4. So he's got some work to do by the time race ends.
Kevin Rupert still in the 15th position, goes underneath the 53 of Dave Hunt.
See, Kevin Dillon has passed Vern for second place. So we got Steve Thompson leading after 24 laps, almost a quarter way done, with Kevin Dillon second, Vern Margam third, Jim Westerfield fourth, and Dan Berghoff running fifth out of our top 5 guys.
That number 18 M&M's truck looks really good. We got our we got our two-tone Jones following Dan Berghoff in position number 6 right now. I think he's just buying his time. 09's looking underneath the 14.
Yeah, they're running nice and clean.
Kevin Dillon tops into the pits.
I wonder what happened there.
I'm not quite sure. He was, running in first and second place, or second and third place, and jumps in?
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's on a completely different pit strategy. I'm not sure what a fuel run is here, so maybe he's playing some kind of pit strategy race here.
Seems like Josh Robinson's getting hung out to dry on the low line here. Number 49, passed him. Number 7's looking high. He might be saving his equipment.
Very possible. Josh also running to try to get to the top 4, so he's also in the top 8 right now in points and working hard.
Thomas Ogle's right now looking underneath the 89, looking for a spot here. Can get up to him, but just can't seem to get underneath. Kevin Rupert's looking underneath the number 7 of John Held.
Yeah, they pretty much single filed out now all the way through the pack, so they're making it a little easier. Not that you have to drive right next to somebody. It's only nose to tail, which isn't too bad out there.
Well, we've got 30 laps done of 100 laps. We still got a long race to go. I'm thinking these guys are finally just calming down a little bit.
Yeah, nerves are settled in a little bit now. Nice turnout of cars though. 33 cars started tonight here, so that's a nice start. It's good to see OBRL is picking up a few cars here and there.
Absolutely. I think their OBRL is constantly growing. More cars, more trucks coming to all series. And I think that people are starting to get the wind of, the green flag laps that we run, the respect and camaraderie we have here at the OBRL.
Yeah, it's definitely a pleasure running with these guys. I see Gary Corbett has now exited pit road and back on racetrack. Gary's 14 laps down to the leader right now.
Steve has a nice, comfortable lead, number 67. Steve Thompson, comfortable lead over Vernon Mayhew. I'm assuming he's going to start pacing himself.
Yeah, I see more and more drivers running more of the middle at a high groove in the corners here, so track might be a little bit on the slick side down low, but we still got a couple guys down there that are going to challenge that racetrack. Eddie Jones is running in our top 5 now, so Eddie's made a good improvement since his qualifying effort. Eddie did spin out on a second lap, so struggling qualifying just a little bit. Not normal for Eddie to have that happen. Tom Ogle and Kevin Eitniear battling real hard in 3 and 4 there. Looks like Tom came up a little bit, and Kevin did a nice job of making sure no contact was made between the two. Vern Markham and Steve Thompson battling for the lead right now. Vern caught Steve nicely, and they're battling real hard for the front spot.
Looks like Vernon's getting a little impatient behind number 67 here, looking low, looking to see how he can get around.
Yeah, Steve's running the preferred line. It's hard to pass down low, and the tires get a little bit of age on them, but we'll see how this all comes out here. It's going to be rather interesting for the next 65 laps here.
We've got a strung out line here, a strung out race, and I think these guys are just waiting for their next pit stop before they start strategizing on and getting up on that wheel, getting ready to move.
That's for sure, Pete. Best way of being able to win the race is be there at the end of the race. You can't win the race early. It's got to be won late.
Yeah, that's definitely the attitude you must have to finish these races with the long green flag runs that we have, the amount of strategies going on with each race. We find many people on different pitch strategies, different fuel strategies, and everything else. So you really got to play this out in your head first.
Oh yeah, you look at all the other series and the pit strategies that we play out all the time. Some people I like the short pit of late, and Pete, you've tried a couple of races with long pitting, and sometimes neither one of them works.
Absolutely, yeah. I think I tried way too long. Currently, starting off our top 10 is we got number 67, Steve Thompson, Dan Berghoff, Brian McGubbin, Two-Tone Jones in 4th, Vernon Mayhew in 5th, Jim Westerfield in 6th, Thomas Ogle Liberace in 7th, Kevin Eitniear in 8th, Vorse in 9th, and Troy Turgensen in 10, running at your top 10 for now.
Yeah, previous lap, Vernon coming out of 2 got a little loose and lost about 4 or 5 positions out of that. So the track is starting to get a little looser with these tires starting to age a little bit. So be kind of interesting to see when these guys start coming in and putting some fresh rubber on their car.
I'm wondering, do we have a fuel window at this time?
Pete, I'm not sure what it is, but let's see, we're 60 to go, so we'll have to, let's see, and they pitted probably right around lap 18, lap 19, something like that, I believe our caution was. So they're running about, I don't know, what does your stint show? I'm sorry, I don't have that page brought up, so I can't tell you how long their stint is right now.
Current stint is on approximately 22, 23 laps. For the longest, shortest is 9. But we have 30 laps with Robert Garisco as our longest or our longest stint currently.
Yeah, and Robert was one of the guys who took the wave around before we went back to green after the caution. Eddie Jones able to control the truck to the bottom of the track, but not the preferred line where he's not getting momentum, and Jim Westerfield making a nice pass on the outside.
Seems like iRacing thinks that the number 11 car is our most exciting car as it keeps switching its camera focus to Liberace.
I see Eddie Jones just went down pit road, so Eddie's going to start us off with green flag pit stops here. Once Eddie comes in, I think you're going to see a lot of other drivers starting to come in real quick. That'd be what, about a 24-lap stint for Eddie there then, Pete?
Yep, it does look like, looking that up right now. That would have been definitely a 25-lap stint, I believe.
All right, that sounds about right. Tim Corder also in the pits now, taking green flag stop.
Currently watching our leader to see if he's going to pull himself down in those pit lanes soon. He's looking at 26 laps currently on those tires.
Brian McCubbin making a strong pass against Dan Berghoff in 1 and 2, and Jim Westerfield following suit. I said about 15, 20 laps ago, Kevin Rupert, we'd be seeing him in the top 10 about halfway through. Well, we're 5 minutes to halfway, and Kevin just put himself in 9th position already.
Yes, he did. It looks like these guys are running about 30-lap tires. So I'm going to see what happens here, but we're currently 28 with Robert Lacova, number 125. Number 67, our leader, drops down in the pit lane.
Tom Ogle also ducking down in there. Mesa guy's coming down. John Held coming down. I believe it's Tommy Cannon in a 47 truck also coming down. Pete, sounds like we got a whole bunch of guys getting ready to come in.
Yeah, we do. We have 89, 18, 49, number 12 coming into the pits now.
Nice job by all those guys not getting into each other, coming into the pit lane there. Nice job. 6 trucks right there.
That puts Vernon Mayhew in our currently lead spot with Jim Westerfield behind him. We'll be seeing him. He's currently on 29 laps.
Well, you can sure see the difference between fresh and old tires. Eddie Jones is driving by some of these guys who are out on the racetrack, and Eddie's got just a couple laps on those skins on their truck, on his truck right now. He's feeling like Superman right now.
Looks like that puts us with 107 Ben Shepard in 5th place.
See Vern Margam, our leader, just ducked down pit road.
That puts Jim Westerfield currently in the lead at 31 laps. I'd expect Jim to come down now. He's doing a 33.4 compared to his best lap of a 31.5. Those tires fell off about 0.2.
Yeah, our leader, Jim Westerfield, did come in the pit area along with Tommy Cadden. Call out to Ken Huff, longtime OBRL member, running top 3 right now, but he'll need to make a pit stop real soon. Good to see Ken Huff running really well.
That puts Tracy Powers in 2nd position right now, currently on the screen. Looks like these guys are starting to iron out these pit stops. Tracy dives into the pit lane, putting Dave Hunt, number 53, with 33 laps on his tires, putting into 1st position.
Yeah, Dave normally runs a longer stint on his tires. That's his normal driving style.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have a problem holding these guys off at this point, huh?
Oh, yeah. He may come out of it okay, but normally when you stay out there this long, those fresh tires, he'll lose some positions out of it.
53 dumping into the pits, as well as Ken Hunt, or Dave Hunt is coming in as well. Ken Huff dives into the pits as well, putting Chris Scales in the lead.
With Two-Tone Jones' early pit stop, I think when all the green flag pit stops are done, I think Eddie's going to be leading this thing.
Currently sitting in 3rd position.
So if that was approximately, a 25, 26 lap stint for most of these guys, we should be seeing them pit again probably right around lap 70, I would think, Pete, and that should take them to the rest of the way.
Yeah, I'm thinking some of these guys are going to go 75, 25, have fresh tires towards the end of that race. That's kind of what my thoughts are right now.
Yep.
We'll have to see how that works out. Ed Larson, number 42, comes out of that pit strategy at 9th position currently, still pushing forward. And we have number 15, Christopher Monroe, sitting there getting jumped right now high and low behind the 42.
Yeah, I'm not sure if Chris made an earlier stop that his tires are starting to give way, but I do see we do have a new leader on the board. We have Eddie Jones as our leader right now.
Well, you called it, Ken, after the pace laps, or pit stops. Eddie and Steve together, first and second place currently.
Yeah, go figure with that, right, Pete?
Exactly. These guys, I don't know. They're always together, running hard. They know how to run with each other and utilize each other's strengths to get them in front.
That is for sure. Two good quality drivers, two good quality guys. Nice race between Jim Westerfield and Kevin Eitniear. That is for 10th, 11th spot there. Kevin Rupert's up to 7th after all the pit stops, so nice run for Kevin Rupert working his way up the pack.
Absolutely. It doesn't look like 35 or 89 really want to give it up, but 35 is going to come out ahead of this. Oh, that was close coming out of the pits onto the backstretch with the Harley Davidson truck there.
Yeah, that was. I was a little wondering what was going to happen there. It was a good job of Jim Westerfield to miss the guy coming out of the pit lane there.
Yeah, that's Lee Appleton currently in 24th position, one lap down, it appears. Might have had a bobble there coming out of the pits and almost got into the racing groove a lot slower than the rest of the guys.
Yep. Brian McCubbin's racing hard against Christopher Monroe, and that is, I'm looking here, that's for a 12, 13 spot there. So Christopher Monroe is starting to make a small comeback.
I see Gary Corbett definitely allowing these guys to get by, being laps down, but definitely trying to stay available there.
Yeah, he's trying to get some IPL points here, that's for sure. Gary running 14 laps down to the leaders right now.
Number 67 is definitely pulling away from the 14 of Two-Tone Jones.
Yeah, Steve has a little fresher tires on this truck right now than what Eddie does. So Eddie was the first one to pit under green conditions. So tires are starting to make a difference, but still you got to look at what Eddie, how many positions he's moved up by making that early pit strategy.
Looks like Eddie moved up 9 spots since the beginning of the race and is on the high side of Vernon Mayhew. I'm sure he's going to let him go by and save his stuff for this stint here.
Track temperature is running at 82 degrees with the air temperature of 76, so should be rather comfortable for these guys out there. I think I don't see a whole lot of looseness out there. I think most of the trucks are driving pretty good right now.
Yeah, for the most part, there's a lot of give and take now. I think these guys are finally calmed down and thinking about the long run and the end of this race. 42's looking under 35. They get kind of tight in there.
Lap traffic moving aside to let the lead lap cars get by them. Lap traffic told to go to the high side tonight.
Looking at about 20 laps of our longest haul and about 18 laps overall, 14 or 15 or 16 laps overall.
Tom Ogle making some nice moves, moving to the top 5. So Tom Ogle has his truck working out really well right now. Pete, we still have 21 trucks on the lead lap yet. Ken Huff, the last truck on the lead lap. He's about a quarter lap ahead of Steve right now.
Gary Corbett's back down on pit road right now.
Yeah, he pitted earlier the last stint, so he's pretty much right on course right now. I'm thinking he might be able to go the rest of the way after this. I was looking at incidences per driver, and I'd say probably 2/3 of our drivers out there have 0 incidents. So I think a lot of them came early on the start of the race, and I think they've been running pretty clean since.
Yeah, these guys have had a little problem at the start, but after they got rolling, it seems like they have a really good race going on here. So we are at the end of our series, right, Ken? So I'd expect some new sponsorship to come down the pipe here for some of these seasons.
Yeah, we still got one more race in the truck season to go yet, and got some new ones coming up. Season 1 in the trucks for 2020. Gary Corbett Music's going to be the top sponsor for the truck series. So thank you very much, Gary Corbett.
Yeah, absolutely. Gary Corbett, music.net, website by I40 Media, was done recently, redone, right?
Yeah, it was a real nice venture that Gary has done, and very interesting gentleman. Get a chance, go to his website and check it out.
Yeah, Gary's a great guy. Has a lot of good stories. Yeah, it was kind of funny. I just saw Liberace with the keyboards going underneath Gary Corbett.
I see Vern Markham is taking the lead over Steve Thompson. He's got about a half a second lead on Steve right now.
Yeah, he does. He's definitely looking looking to make Steve go. But you know as well as I do, that number 67 is definitely going to hold his stuff together and just not overrun them tires.
Yeah, wait till the last 20 and Steve will get going. I see Josh Robinson ducking down pit road. He's going to make a short pit here and for 30 to go.
Looks like 42 sitting right behind him as well, going into the pits.
Along with number 7, John Held.
Yeah, John's
this
coming in.
This will be the last pit stop for some of these guys. So unless we have a late caution or something like that.
Yeah, it looks pretty good there.
Steve Thompson ducking down pit road along with Eddie Jones again.
I wonder if they're trying to set up getting together so they can get in line and get away from the pack there.
Yeah, Jim Westerfield and also Chris Monroe and also. Gives Vern Markham about a 3.5 second lead over Dan Berghoff at this time, and our buddy Kevin Rupert running in the top 3.
I see that. Kevin Rupert, definitely. Here comes Thomas Ogle, Liberace, into the pits, diving down.
Kevin Rupert just dove down also. Along with Dan Berghoff. Vern calling out. He's going to come into the pits. He's coming in real quick.
Yeah, that's about a 25-lap stint, I think, is the norm. However, we have some guys sitting on 26 right now. You know some guys are going to long pit.
I think Vern was too scared to stay out there too long and having Steve's fresh tires get too big of an advantage that he wouldn't be able to chase him down late in this race. I think it was a good move by Vern.
I'm showing Kevin Eitniear in the lead right now, followed by Vernon. Vernon must be dropping down to the pits now. Vernon's sitting in his pit stall right now, getting his 4 tires and fuel.
Ralph Vandervorst also coming out of the pit road, or in the pits right now.
That puts, 89, Kevin Eitniear in the lead. Kevin's dropping down to the pit lane right now. 18's looking underneath the number 14. 134 drops above our number 12, Kevin. Rupert. Kevin must be on fresher tires. He pulls away like he's standing still.
Yeah, he's got some good rubber underneath there. He's chasing down Jim Westerfield in the 35 truck right now.
This puts number 67, Stephen Mill Thompson, in 6th position currently.
Tracy Powers, one of our 3-digit on probation guys, leading this race right now. Dave Hunt in 2nd.
Yeah, Tracy should be looking to come down into pit lane soon. He's got 26 laps on those tires. These guys are going to eat him up if he doesn't get new, fresh rubber. Truck looks really good, though, that white and blue, red, white, and blue.
Yeah, it shows up really nice on the screen.
Yeah, it does. I like the colors. Number 42, Ed Adams, up into the top position with Jim Westerfield on his heels, with Kevin Rupert sitting right behind, waiting to pounce.
Yeah, it looks like Westerfield and Adams have been going at it for most of the race here. They've been battling each other.
I'm not sure if that's a wise move. 77 laps of 100. You want to save some of them tires and some of that action for late in the run. We'll have to see how it plays out for those two guys.
That's for sure. Jim's definitely harder on his tires right now, running that lower groove.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Ed's banking on that, and that's why he's holding them down low so he doesn't have anything left in the end. But Jim's a very smart driver, so, it looks like Ed does the switch on him, goes underneath, so I think those boys are just racing hard.
They're racing hard. There's a heck of a crossover there by Ed Adams.
Absolutely. Coming up on the 23 of Joshua Robinson, it looks like.
Looks like Jim might have gotten to the back fence, into the wall back there. He slowed down, and Kevin Rupert gets by him. Once Tracy and Dave Hunt pit, they're running 1 and 2. I think Steve Thompson's going to be back to our leader again, along with Eddie Jones running 2nd, and Vern going to be running 3rd.
Absolutely.
134 is calling out right now to come down to pit road.
Looks like 33's using number 8 as a pick, keeping Eddie behind him.
That was a nice move by Vern to use Chris Scales there.
Absolutely. That's looking down the track and planning your moves. Number 18's not giving 14 any room either. They're all racing hard. Chris Scales hangs on to it, gets a little loose coming off of that turn 2. Two-Tone Jones, I'm sure, is looking at that 33.
Yeah, Eddie not running for points in this series. He spent a couple of weeks in the announcer's booth and took him out of the chance of running for the championship.
Yeah, but we appreciate what Eddie does for this run and for these things, and for the OBRL league as our race director, puts the time in and really does dedicate time and resource to the OBRL league. So we want to give him a shout out there. But sometimes that takes you out of the points whenever you're helping out, right?
Oh, most definitely. I'd like to be out there too, but I have just as much fun being up in the booth with you, Coco.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, Ken. Definitely enjoyable.
Kevin Rupert and Ed Adams having a good go at it for the 7th spot, and Troy Torgerson having a good front row seat to that battle.
Yeah, it looks like Dave Hunt
Yellow
is.
flag.
Hey,
Oh,
we got
yellow
yellow.
flag's out, and Dave Hunt stays out with 31 lap tires, putting him on the lead on the first place position right now.
Boy, he's kind of sitting in a great position right now.
Yes, he is.
I am trying to figure out what caused it. I see the 101 truck running really slow, so let me
Yeah,
take it. Let me take a check back and see what happened there, Pete. So why don't you just keep with the guys, and I'll go back and look at that.
sounds fantastic. Okay, 53 is pulling up on the back of that pace car right now. Pace lights are on. Definitely going to have to come in for fuel and for tires.
Where's the pace car, guys?
Pete, watching Lee Applebaum, he just got loose coming out of 2, hit the inside wall. He created a lot of damage. He's smoking really bad. I think he's going to be done for the rest of the race.
Yeah. We're looking at what 15 laps to go. I don't think he's going to be able to fix that.
Yeah, that was a pretty hard hit.
Yeah, 53 drops down into the pits. That puts Steve, the Mule Thompson, number 67, back in the lead, followed by Vernon Mayhem.
A lot of those guys are dumping down to the pit area real quick, so this is going to be kind of neat. It's going to give Dave Hunt a big advantage, though.
Yeah, Dave, number 33, number 67, and the 53 are gonna have fresh tires, and they've been fast all night long. I think they're gonna make their way right up back through there.
Yeah, I'm not sure who picked up the lucky dog there, but good opportunity for the person. I think it
53
was
comes
40.
out of the pits.
I think 47. Tommy Cadden got her lucky dog.
Everybody comes out of the pit lane here. I think everybody who's on that lead lap came in for fresh rubber.
I'm looking at the leaderboard, and things aren't making sense. It shows a couple guys a couple laps down, and I'm not sure how that happened, so I'm hoping this is going to clear up in a lap or two here.
Yeah, it is a little messed up tonight. I noticed that myself. Seems like technology's having an issue tonight. Still puts Dave Hunt in the current leader position with second, number 67, Steve Thompson, and number third, 33, Vernon Mayhew.
Pete, when we go back to green, we'll have about a dozen laps left. What do you think's going to happen those last 12 laps, and who are you looking at of taking the checkered home on this one tonight?
I'll tell you what, I've been watching Steve go, and I think it's obviously going to be between number 33, number 67. I'm looking at Eddie to be the spoiler in that bunch, so I'm going to go with Vernon Mayhem in the last lap. Your prediction, Ken?
I'm not seeing Eddie Jones on the racetrack right now. I see him 3 laps down, so I'm not sure if he's got disconnected or what. But yeah, he got an unacceptable level. So yeah, we did lose Eddie tonight. But I don't know. Dan Berghoff's been pretty strong tonight, and hey, Kevin Rupert's up to 6, and he started way back. So I think Steve's probably the class of the field, and Vern's very, very close. Hopefully they don't have problems with each other, but. Man, we got a lot of good guys up towards that front of the pack.
Yes, we do. We got, like Ken said, about a dozen laps coming.
Eddie Jones,
Alright,
are you
guys,
out there?
stand
You
right
got
there.
your
You got
ears
the
on, buddy.
logo on the truck in front of you, second gear going green.
Yeah, I got you, brother. Our racing deal kicked 3 or 4 or 5 of us. I don't know what it is. Yeah, it was frustrating debuting the new sponsor Red Bull and the new Tundra. Truck was good, but just wasn't me.
Yeah, I hear you, Eddie. It's a shame, get disconnected. It's no fault of your own, right? So hopefully next race you get back up on the saddle again. Looks like we're gonna go green right now. Got 12 laps to go as the pace car drops off.
Y'all know who I'm rooting for. Anybody but the 67.
Green flag, green flag.
Now that's what we were saying. We're thinking I actually picked somebody a little different simply because Vernon Mayu has really been driving hard against the 67 tonight. So I think we may have a late race caution or a very good finish.
Vernon's fast. I had to give him the room. There was no way to hold him off.
Right now, Vernon's looking underneath the 53. Steve, oh, he got loose. He's taking out everybody. He's sideways at turn 4.
Yellow flag is out.
Yellow flag is out. Vernon Mayu takes out approximately 4 or 5 cars.
Oh, Steve Thompson sliding backwards on the front stretch. That's going to make a whole big difference for the championship run.
That puts Dave Hunt in the lead currently. Vernon's running up through the field again, trying to get back in position. It looks like he's not going to give up that easily. Steve seems to have gathered it back up in 13th position.
Boy, this really changes things up for us, don't it, Coco?
Yes, it does. I think Steve was pushing up to the 33 to give him some words of his own through his passenger side window.
Yeah. See, Tom Ogle dumped.
Yeah, it's a bad deal there for both of them.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I think he waved at him with one finger.
I see Tom Ogle's in our pit area right now, so Tom, I'm not sure if he got any damage off.
Steve drops into the pits right now. I think he's either going to get his damage fixed and get out there and see what he can salvage out of this mess.
Pete, I'm going to go back a lap or two and take a look to see what all happened there and slow it down a little bit.
That'll be fantastic. Eddie, you were saying that Vernon was really strong tonight, but pretty aggressive, huh?
Real strong. I knew he was in the points, and I didn't want to affect any of that, so I just raced my race and let those guys run in for the chase. Battle it out themselves. I didn't want to be in any.
Absolutely. That's the kind of class you have, right? So, but this definitely, like I said, was going to be an interesting finish, didn't I?
Yeah, it probably ain't over yet.
Now we got Dave Hunt, Joshua Robinson. Dave Hunt in first position. Joshua Robinson slides into second now without Vernon and Steve currently on the track.
Yeah, what happened there with Steve is Josh Robinson went down real low on the racetrack, and when he came back up, him and Steve kind of bumped a little bit and spun Steve up, but Josh was able to keep going.
Okay. We didn't have that on our replays tonight. We apologize for that, but looks like we are still under caution. The lights are still on the pace car. 53, 23, 53, 23, and 18 round out your top 3 to bring us to this green flag run.
Gives our buddy Kevin Rupert running in fourth right now, so Kevin has an opportunity to do.
Do we get to reselect our pick now, Ken, due to the fact that both of our guys are out?
Well, right now, yeah, I think we need to. We got 10 laps here yet, so I think we got time to make a choice change.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna stick with. I don't know. Steve the Mule Thompson is sitting in 13th position right now. He's going to have about, what, 8 laps to kind of get some things going. And he's going to have fresh rubber. If that truck's not too damaged, I think he's still going to be a contender in that top five at least. Vernon, 15th position. I think we're looking at the same thing. I just hope that they don't get too aggressive here and throw out another caution.
Yeah, in a case like this, these guys are going to be pushing hard because they're running. Both of those guys are top 8 in points, trying to get to the top 4. And right now, Dave Hunt, he's in the points chase along with Josh Robinson. So your first and second place trucks, they're in right now if they stay there. Chris Monroe running 6. He's in good shape. So, boy, it's going to be kind of interesting. So, yeah, it'd be kind of fun to watch Steve and Vern to see if they can work them way back up through the pack.
Eddie, you still watching the live race, or are you out of the replay?
Yeah, I'm watching. I'm going back to look at that replay and see what's going on and what happened.
Here we go, guys. Lights are off on the pace car. We're going to green this time by with 8 laps to go. Dave Hunt bringing them to the checkered line there for the restart of the race. Number 50's sliding up for some reason past the leader. Think he got a little anxious.
Yeah, hopefully these guys don't create some more cautions here. I'd like to see this thing go and stretch itself out all the way green to the end if we can now.
If it does, I still have money on Steve Thompson or Vernon Mayhew if it does stay green.
Green, green, green.
Green flag waves, we get off to a good start. Looks like 53 jumps out to a big lead. Gets reeled back in. Barely.
Yeah, looks like Troy Torgerson either missed a shift or just was slow on the throttle.
That puts our number 12, Kevin Rupert, in 3rd position, I believe, looking at 3rd position.
Boy, Troy just not coming up to speed at all.
No, Joshua Robinson, 23, having problems on that restart. All 4 or 5 of them are top four are on 8-lap tires. Looks like 18's looking under the 53. Kevin Rupert currently in 3rd position, sitting there waiting to jump on whoever makes a mistake. Here we go with number 18 underneath the 53. 53 looks like he's giving him some room. Kevin's deciding on who to go with.
That's a nice pass by Dan Berghoff going in the one there.
Yeah, it is. He's still fighting for it. Number 53 is not giving up easily, but Dan Berghoff definitely see it shown in the lead right now in our timing system. Kevin decides to go with the 18 low underneath the 53.
Yeah, don't give up on that Rupert boy. He's got a chance of winning this thing yet.
Yes, he does. He is hot on the trail of the number 53. He's looking under the 53 to take the lead with 5 laps to go.
John Held and Kevin Eitniear making it interesting in the top 5. Racing Dave Hunt right now.
Kevin Rupert looks like he's letting the M&M's car go a little bit to get a run on him in then later laps.
I think he's cooling her down for one lap. He might have got a little loose coming out of 2 running that low groove.
He's got enough time to let them cool down and go back after it, I believe.
Tim Corder in the number 50 truck. He's up to 6th spot, so nice run for Tim Corder.
Kevin looks like he has his hands full with number 7 of John Held.
Oh, we got one in the grass. I think it's John Held in the grass.
John was pushing hard to get to Kevin, so I'm assuming that's where it was. We got a guy sliding up, number 50 on number 89. Backs out of the throttle. We got a big gap between first and second right now. I'm not sure if Kevin has enough to get back to him.
See, Steve Thompson's worked his way up to 12th spot, so Steve making a nice recovery.
I don't see Vernon anywhere in this list. Have you seen him?
Vern's running about 15th, 14th, 13th now.
Okay, thank you. I couldn't find him. So yeah, 13th position for Vernon. 15 or Steve's in currently 11. Steve is definitely moving through the pack.
Yeah, but Steve's got some incident points that are going to hurt him for this, and a couple of the other guys who finished real close to Steve don't have any. They're going to pass Steve just on points alone.
Kevin Rupert's looking at the 18 right now. Last lap. 18 got himself out to a comfortable lead. Going into turn 3. Checkered flag is waving. Number 18, Dan Berghoff, crosses the start-finish line to take this race.
Second place, Kevin Rupert. Third place, Kevin Eitniear. So a good night for the Kevins out there.
Oh, yeah, it looks like they did a fantastic job tonight. I'll tell you what, those three really pushed hard towards the end of that run.
Good job, Dan.
So I'll give you a quick top 10. Dan Berghoff is our winner tonight. Kevin Rupert second. Kevin Eitniear third. Tim Corder fourth. Fifth place, Dave Hunt. Sixth place, Tommy Cannon. Seventh place, Tracy Powers. Tracy having a nice run tonight. Eighth place, Ralph Vandervorst. Ninth place, Josh Robinson. Coming in our top 10, Chris J.R. Scales. Good job, top 10.
Fantastic job. Good race done by all.
Coco, while you're getting things ready, I'm going to try to see if I can get Kevin Eitniear to come on down.
Good job there, Eitniear.
That'd be great.
Good race, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
Kevin Eitniear, this is Ken and Coco up in the tower. You got your ears on.
Yep.
Hey, congratulations on a nice third place finish tonight. How did everything go for you?
That went pretty good. I did pretty well in practice last night, and it's my best finish ever.
So, Kevin,
Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Farther. Try to get to the left quarter panel.
I'm letting
Go
Kevin
farther.
get situated for the picture right now.
About 10 feet.
So, Kevin, now that you're in line there, so anything, how was your truck for you tonight?
Yeah, pretty solid. Didn't get too loose. Got loose. I think loose corner was probably
All right, guys, I got the picture.
four
Good job,
coming
guys.
to the finish, but other than that, it was pretty good.
Great, great. Anything happen out there in front of you that was a close call for you?
Just on the last lap there. I'm not sure who was trying to get inside me, but I kind of pinched him down a little bit, tried to keep my spot.
Sounds good. Fantastic finish, top 3. Nice job tonight, Ken.
Hey, Kevin, I just wanted to congratulate you on a nice job. Hopefully we can talk to you again either next week for the end of season or sometime next season. But good to see you running in the top 3 position tonight. Good.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Kevin. Have a good night, bud.
Kevin Rupert, you got Ken and Coco here. How are you doing?
Doing good, guys. How are you?
Congratulations on a nice second place run. How did everything go tonight?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Passed a lot of cars throughout the night. I think I drove up to about 7th or 6th before that next to the last caution before a couple people had a wreck and some people disconnected. So I think there's a little luck involved as well, but I'll take it.
Well, they say that it takes a little bit of skill and a lot of luck to win one of these races. And good job tonight, Kevin, on a second place finish. You watched you through the night. You were definitely steady. Great job. Great job.
Thanks. It's hard to pass. Everybody was very equal.
Did you have anything for Dan in that last run, or did he just have way too much that you just couldn't do anything with him? Did you get your tires too warm that you're trying to run on the bottom?
I had a run about 4 or 5 laps to go, and I tried to get under him going into 1 and 2, and he come down and took my line. He didn't cut me off or anything, but when he did, I moved down a little lower and touched the apron just a little bit, and it slowed me up, and I could never make up the gap.
Yeah, I thought you were going to cool it down and try for another run, but I saw that you just couldn't get up to him after that.
Nah, he was fast. I noticed in practice he was really fast.
Well, great job, great hand for you. Congratulations, buddy, on that second place finish, and you have a good night and enjoy that top 3.
Thanks.
Just pulled Dan Berghoff down here. Dan, great run on the win tonight. How did everything go?
Oh, totally awesome, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Dan, on Discord here, how was your truck for you tonight?
No, the truck was real good. It unloaded really fast. I just can't believe it. It was just a great night, great pits. I know Steve had the fastest truck. He ran into some unfortunate incident. Hated for him. He was in the chase, but yeah, it was great. Kevin raced me clean. It was just good race throughout.
Yeah, we watched you most of the night. The truck looked fantastic. That M&M's 18 looked fantastic out there. Nice paint scheme. Very fast truck. It looks like it definitely did come out to prove a point tonight. So congratulations on that win. And it was a joy to watch. And definitely having that late caution kind of pulled you up in the catbird seat, huh?
Oh yeah. We pitted for tires. I think some of the guys had to do some lap around, and I think David Hunt. I don't know how old he was on tires. I was a little worried starting behind him if he was going to hold me up, but everything worked out great. I wish all the guys that are in the chase good luck, and seems like my team's really coming on. I'm hoping next season we'll be able to maybe get some more top 5s and top 10s, and maybe be a threat for the championship.
Well, congratulations, Dan. Ken, what do you have for Dan?
Hey, Dan, we don't get a chance to talk to you much, but it's great to have a nice discussion with you. Any changes for next year? Sponsors, number, anything like that? Or you plan on coming back with the same?
No, M&M's has been good to me. I run some Monster M&M's. Looks like Eddie Jones has switched over to Toyota. I think he's going to be a real asset to the Toyota team, and I'm looking for a good season for everybody next year.
Well, congratulations on a great win tonight, and hopefully you got more coming in the near future.
Hey, I appreciate it, Ken. Hope to see you guys out there. Hey, Coco. Hey, I watch your guys' broadcast every race. They're great. Keep it up, guys.
Fantastic. Glad you like it, Dan. Thanks for the pat there. Appreciate it.
It's time to go celebrate.
Go get them, buddy.
Yep. Enjoy. They're not easy to come by in this league.
That's what makes it fun.
That's it. Congratulations, Dan. Ken, do you think we should grab Steve Thompson? I'd like to know what happened out there.
Yeah, let me grab him quick. Bring him on down. Hey, Steve, Ken here in Coco down in the tower. What all happened on that last fiasco?
I don't have a clue. I haven't looked at the replay, so I'm not sure what happened.
You look like you had a fast truck all night long, Steve. I'm sure it was disheartening, coming up short tonight, but you look really fast. Did the truck feel good to you tonight?
Yeah, my truck was fast. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah, I didn't want to see that last caution come out, but oh well, it's racing.
Yeah, we were watching you all night. Ken had you for the pick for the win. I thought we would see a little bit of some mayhem towards the end there on 33, and I was looking for him to give you a rough end there. So, but it was a good race. You definitely had was the class of the trucks tonight. We were looking for you to cross that start finish line in the top three at least.
Yeah, Vernon, he was fast, so he'd catch me each run. So yeah, he definitely had a fast truck. I don't know if he was going to catch me that last run, but it was a fun race. So everybody did a really good job. It was a great race. Guys really controlling their trucks and stuff. And actually, the track kind of came in. It wasn't as slick as it was in practice, so it felt good. Congratulations to the guys that won up there, though. That was awesome. Dan Berghoff, he did great. He was running good. Kevin Rupert and his other brother Kevin Eitniear. Those guys did a great job. So congrats to those guys. They deserve to be.
Anybody want to give special thanks to tonight there, Steve?
Yeah, I want to thank Ride TV for sponsoring this truck and for all the help Mike Schrader gave me throughout the years, and to all the guys that run here and support this league. They're the league, so that's the important part. So I appreciate you guys broadcasting this. It's awesome.
Fantastic. Well, that's all I have for you. Sorry for the hard luck tonight, but come back next week and give them hell. So, Ken?
Championship next week. Hopefully I made it. I don't know yet. I have to look.
I wasn't even going to bring it up, brother.
All right, guys. Thanks.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Steve.
one.
You too.
All right. Well, that signs off our broadcast for the evening on our Wednesday night OBRL TV broadcast. Ken, thanks again for joining me in the booth. I think we had a good time. Good race to watch. Looking forward to next week.
Yeah, I don't remember where we're running next week, but that will be for the championship. So the top four after tonight, they're going to be battling hard. It'll be rather fun to do this next week for a nice truck championship for.
Absolutely. Thanks, Ken, for joining me again. And thank all you for joining us and watching our OBRL TV broadcast Truck Series race. Everybody, hopefully you join us next week. And we're going to say goodnight, pleasant dreams, and be safe. Bye bye.